If I were to put a gallon of raw water into this intake right here, within a couple of seconds it would come out this side clean and ready to drink. Now this technology is refreshing, but it's actually also bringing much needed pure drinking water to developing nations, and that's all powered by solar energy. These solar panels that power the 7-foot filtration cube were just an idea and a dream 20 years ago. That's when World Water founder Quentin Kelly was first in Sudan. He noticed that people didn't have clean drinking water. Now things have come full circle.
For pumping water for the third world, that's where it started. It started over in the Sudan. And here, interestingly, it's going back to the Sudan now, in Darfur. I have been to Darfur, and I know what it's like.
The United Nations has called the humanitarian crisis in Darfur the world's worst. They estimate between 180,000 and 300,000 have died as a result of the conflict there. Now, in addition to that sum, thousands fall ill or die from lack of clean drinking water. Now, after a $775,000 anonymous donation, World Water is going into Sudan to bring clean water and solar energy, something that the region desperately needs.
Sometimes they're getting it out of surface water, which is generally contaminated. There may be some well somewhere that they're going to be able to walk to, maybe several miles, and then come back. But for the most part, they don't have good, clean water.
But that's going to soon change, particularly because of the large aquifer that lies beneath the country. It won't be just a couple puddles either.
Ideal situations, this could process 30,000 gallons a day.
But more amazingly, this little cube is self-sustaining. Once they bring it to a desired location, they push a button and the panels and frame, which weigh around 4,000 pounds, are lifted, all by solar energy generated by this cube. The solar panels also power a satellite phone and even energy outlets that you can plug into. But Quentin hopes that this three-pronged output has a bigger meaning.
In 30 minutes, they'll have clean water, which means better health, which means better health means more productivity. Productivity means you got a self-sustaining economy.
So the project that started with a team of researchers in Quentin's backyard over 20 years ago has now branched out pretty far.
I've been all over Africa. I've been in about 16 different countries, and I've put in some of these systems myself, alone.
And he's seen it himself. While in the U.S., water is often taken for granted, in many other parts of the world, pure water will actually cause dancing in the streets.
The people will all gather around and watch you because they're not sure what you're going to do. And then all of a sudden, the clean, clear water comes up. And it is just an overwhelming experience. Everybody begins to play in the water, and you know you have just done something that is very significant.
While World Water also brings water to developed areas, with a new batch of 10 units to be shipped to one of the poorest regions of the world, it seems they're pumping from their roots.
They come from humanitarian service, and they come from improving the quality of life around the world.
And so, with a mission to bring clean water to young and old in desperate areas, Quentin and his team go beyond the streams, beyond the rivers, and even beyond the oceans to make it happen.
And we can bring clean water to people who have never had it in thousands of years.
In Pennington, Michelle Won, WZBN News.